I'm doing this mascara before anything because it's so messy on the top of my eyelid, and I'm not about to redo any of the eyeshadow or things that I'm doing because it's a white background that's going on the top of my eye, and that's going to get really overpowered by messy mascara. So I do mascara first and I let it dry. There's a certain technique I have to use to make sure my eyelashes actually hold a curl. So Asian eyelash girlies, you know where I'm at. Mascara I'm using is just the Sky High by Maybelline. I love it. It's the first mascara I'm not completely allergic to. The second thing I'm doing is eyebrows before I do foundation or anything crazy, and I'm using this random QIC eyebrow 4-tip pencil, and it's like a hair drawing kind of thing. I love it. It's great for any shape that I want to do, and it matches my eyebrow really well. Just double check when you're on the website, because they can send you colors that are really dark or really orangey, and it's not quite right, so keep an eye out. And I'm not crazy about old eyebrows, the roundness in the front, but I'm doing it anyway because this is Splash 1984 inspired, so I'm trying to follow the old Hollywood glam, and it's kind of hard with how square my eyebrows are anyway, so this is great for trying to recover that. Okay, eyebrows are done. I need to clean up the mascara, and I should probably start curling my hair. One thing at a time. I'm going to prime my face first and finish foundation before I do any eye looks. Curl my hair. We'll be back. Okay, we finished with the hair. I am so in love with it. Oh my goodness. I have my CC cream by It Cosmetics, and this is my favorite foundation of all time because it has sunscreen in it. The clumpiness of other foundations is pretty normal. This is so smooth and I love it, and you have SPF. I'm out in the sun all day. It works out great. The other thing I'm using is this LA Colors Conceal Correct. My skin is undertone of yellow. When you use purple, it helps cancel it out better than like a green would, and it's kind of hard with a lot of the red spots, but it'll work out, I promise. I very much have a love-hate relationship with contouring. It's not that it's overwhelmingly difficult, it's that the execution of it for stage makeup really makes me mad. When you're shooting under these bright stage lights, your natural skin and texture is gone. So you need everything very, very heavily drawn on. And I think my biggest problem with it is because I have to go out in public looking like Maleficent. Like, this is scary for me. That's not my facial shape at all, but here we are. And I think that's why it makes me all freaky outy on the inside. Kind of fun, right? I am using Hustle and Glow by Lorac. This is from Victoria's Secret or wherever else sells Lorac, for heaven's sake. It's been a good palette. I think my only problem are my brushes. I've always been gifted brushes. I never go out and buy myself brushes, especially when I went to makeup school. They were like, oh, here are the best ones that we use so far, and I didn't get an opportunity to find for myself which ones I liked the absolute most. You live and you learn. This look is going to be a little bit more soft compared to super modern Hollywood glam, because this is old Hollywood, right? We're doing maybe 1950s to 80s-esque. There's a lot going on with my face. There's a mixture between the hair, the eyes, the eyebrows, everything. The point isn't to follow a theme, it's just to look old Hollywood, so we're not having a full circle with one exact era in makeup. Also, I have a button nose, so contouring it gets kind of scary for me too, because then my nose looks too small for my face, and I don't like that very much. And when I do my nose, I use the very bottom part of that brush, just in the very corner, and then I swipe it into the palette just on the side right here. And then I just kind of stamp and pull. Usually does a trick. And then I use the cleaner side of the brush to pull it out as I go. I don't like having scary lines when I'm trying to do everything because then I lose motivation. I use a smaller brush for highlighting too. I also smushed this one and I'm kind of sad. But I also use 2 different kinds of highlight when I do this. I use a gold and a silver. Get mad at me if you want to, but it looks darn good on camera. The upper lip is always the hardest for me because it's either really pretty, dewy, soft, or it's sweaty upper lip. There's no in between. I'm also not going to go crazy on the eyebrows because the eyeshadow we are going to use is white and very, very shimmery. Forgive the lighting in here. It's damp and scary in my bathroom and often really, really hot. Okay, gold is down, we're moving on to white. And this white is by Ellen Tracy. Okay, the moment you've all been waiting for, we're moving to the eyes. I was experimenting last night and I hated brown on me, and the lipstick I'm using is also a cool undertone, which is hard because everything else I use is warm undertone. So we're learning lots of things that I don't like as of recently. I'm using an LA Colors palette, dollar store brand, girl. We're just using white. That's it. Okay, now we do the itty bitty little wing, and I'm using Starry Eyeliner Gel, and I love this gel eyeliner. It's kind of a green-black undertone, so it ages the look in and of itself, and I think that's darn cool. And for this eyeliner, we're also going under the eye, so we're gonna make the wing stop there. Might shorten it, we'll see. And then it'll come about halfway down that lash line, underneath, and then you'll make it meet up later. And that'll get cleaned up. I'm just too close to the camera, you'll see. About there, and it's not gonna come up super high either. My eyes sink down a lot, so matching my eyes is the hardest thing ever, but I think I did it. And I just pull that little triangle down, and the brush started really potent on the other side. And I'll finish that overhang in just a second. Notice where I stopped. I stopped as soon as the white of my eye turned green. We're not going to go any further because that closes off your eyes and we want to avoid that. And for setting spray, I'm using Le Mercier. This is like $8 at Walmart or whatever. I love this spray so much. I also don't like wearing any lip stuff when I do this because it always makes my mouth feel gross. I also refuse to open my eyes when it's still wet because I'm traumatized. Okay, rad, there's that, and then we'll go into lipstick. I am using Milani. This is also like a Walmart brand. I love this. I always start at the Cupid's bow and then bring it down in a cross motion. And there you have it. I love this lipstick so much. It's really creamy and soft. I'm not about the chunkier matte stuff, so this turned out amazing, and I'll see you at the photo shoot. And that is how you do Splash 1984 inspired old Hollywood makeup.